Chào mừng quý vị quay trở lại với chương trình Tôi Việt Nam cùng với cuộc trò chuyện với ông John Labrie là Phó Hiệu trưởng của đào tạo sau đại học của Đại học Northeastern Hoa Kỳ. So far, how is the reaction from the Vietnamese student about the leadership program so far?
So we've just started our marketing and recruitment of students here in Vietnam over the last several months, and the response has been really quite outstanding. We've had several hundred people come to information sessions at this point and respond to online with questions about the application process and the curriculum. And as we sit here today, about a dozen students have already applied for the program, and we're very excited about that.
Sounds good. So I could imagine like most of the student would be the working professional. They already have some working experience, and they want to return to school to get some more knowledge. Is that true?
That's true. One of the hallmarks of the College of Professional Studies at Northeastern is that we have a long history, over 50 years of working with working adults.
Okay.
Adults who, at a moment in time in their career, have decided that they want to increase their educational skills, or that they want to move forward in a different area of industry or business. And they will come to us for a degree program to do one of those two things. So many of the students that we're talking with already have a baccalaureate degree program. We, in fact, prefer them having a career already launched. We find that people who are working in industry or in business already have a very good idea about what they want out of a degree program. Especially with the Masters of Science in Leadership, we're looking for individuals who have decided for themselves that it is important for them to have better skills and more skills to grow their career and to grow their organizations. So that adult population is very important to us. And it's been largely ignored by many areas of higher education around and tertiary education around the world, but it is quickly becoming very common throughout the world to have programs dedicated to working adults.
Okay. So I'm just curious, so for working adults, I mean, would they have a different mindset towards college education compared to like traditional students?
Sure. Of course they do.
How is it different?
Traditional students come to education because they are getting prepared to enter the workforce. These students that we work with already are in the workforce, so they understand the skills and the talents that they need and the competencies they need to succeed. And when you're working with younger students who are just entering university, they don't necessarily fully understand what it means to be part of have a career and be part of a larger organization and what kind of skills. That's a very important period of time for those young individuals coming into university. But as you start thinking about working and teaching adults who are already learning in the workplace and wanting to advance their careers, they come to the table, they come to the classroom with a set of experiences that they can draw on and they can share with their colleagues. So not only are they learning from textbooks, from their faculty, but they're learning from each other. The other important thing that we've learned from the American classroom and how business works internationally is that people rely on other people. And so the adult classroom becomes much more of an engaged environment where the adults are talking to each other as well as their faculty member, and they support each other through that process.
So you don't just learn from the teachers, you learn from your friends as well.
Absolutely. Too. If you, for example, exactly, if you're in one of our leadership courses and you've had a particularly difficult issue in your work environment that you've succeeded and learned a lesson from, you're able to share that to everybody in the classroom at the same time. And so the faculty member's role is not only to craft the curriculum and to craft the course, but also to draw out from the students their experiences and to understand what those experiences mean, not only to the student, but to the other students in the classroom. It's a very effective way of understanding education for working adults.
Okay, I mean, from your experience of the program leadership, I mean, Do you see people coming out of that program and become a better leader? I mean, can it be taught?
Leadership is a very diverse type of concept, and certainly when you think of individuals, so for example, my go-to is Barack Obama in the United States, who was very charismatic many years ago. We don't teach charismatic behavior.
That's something you're born with, right?
Right. What we teach is a series of skills and talents and procedures and strategies when thinking about how to take your organization or your business and move it from here to here. And so we will talk to students and we will work with students, for example, in the area of finance or in the area of communication or in the area of strategy development. And also, not only will the student understand those particular principles, but we underlie the whole process with how to build effective teams, how to bring people to your organization who will excel and help you grow your organization. And for us, that's what leadership is. It's how to take a group of people and put the right mix of people in the room to help you grow your organization better. And so much of what we work with the leadership program is understanding not only the business environment, but also human nature and how people interact with other people within that group.
I mean, specifically from a school's perspective, I mean, what did you do to make sure that your program can catch up with the reality when the business world is changing so fast? And I mean, the concept of leadership or even the leadership practice in the past doesn't work anymore today, right?
You know, that's a very important question. And this is why I think it's important to reiterate why we bring adult students into the classroom.
Okay.
Let me give you an example of one of our alumni here in Ho Chi Minh City. He was an individual who did the leadership program in Australia.
Okay.
So the same degree program that we're going to be offering here in Ho Chi Minh City is offered in Melbourne, Australia. So he attended the program in Australia, but he's working here. And he went from, I believe it's PNC Bank, to another bank and is now at a much higher level within that organization.
Okay.
What was important for him was that he was in a classroom of other working adults that understood the real world experience of business, of banking and of industry and of manufacturing. So as the business environment changes, the classroom dynamic changes, but the principles that the faculty brings and the theories that don't change. It's still very important to have the faculty govern the room and govern the classroom, but it's the students that really adjust for those market conditions that change very rapidly.
Thank you so much. Let's take a break and we'll be back shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là phần trò chuyện với ông John Labrie, là phó hiệu trưởng đào tạo sau đại học của Đại học Northeastern Hoa Kỳ, và chúng tôi sẽ quay trở lại sau ít phút nữa.